You're happy because maybe you don't have any bosses anymore. Maybe you just quit your job, or you're on your way to quit your job and you're all excited about being full-time in your coaching business. Well, in this video, I'll help you with how to start treating your business as a business, not as an extra job. My name is Fabienne Raphaël. I'm a business coach for high achievers, and I help you monetize your knowledge so you can fire your boss. And today I will just help you out into how to approach your business as a new business owner or as a new online coach, and just to start treating it like a business, not like an extra job. And I remember that lately I asked that question in my Facebook group, The Coaching Empire. And I was like, so do you consider yourself as an employee of your own business, or you consider yourself as a business owner? And a ton of people are like, it depends of the days. Some days I feel like, I'm treating myself like as if I was an employee of my own business. And some other times like I'm working on the business, so I feel like a business owner. Okay. Well, the first thing that you have to realize when you own a business is that you can't do everything on your own. Meaning that it's not true that if of course you have strengths, but you also have weaknesses. And if you spend too much time on your weaknesses so you can take care of everything in your business, well, you're losing time and energy that you could really put into what you are strong at, what you are great at, into like accomplishing things probably faster in your business. So your goal is for your business to be a separate entity. Okay, so meaning that when you work on your business, you are able to have like this up vision, like you're here and you're looking at it, and objectively you can evaluate like what's been happening in the different sectors of your business. And that's why I say if you build a team of people that are experts in their own area of expertise, then it's easier for you to have like really great inputs and to make the tweaks and changes for you to be able to achieve these goals that you have for your business. But I have to say, when you're looking for someone to help you out in certain areas of your business, it's really important to do great research. And I remember that the first marketing agency that we hired for my first business, which was a healthcare agency, it was awful. I mean, we invested $10,000 into an agency that didn't bring any revenue to our business. And for me, I think the lesson there was that my research towards that company was not great enough. I didn't really research how was the expertise that this company had in the healthcare market. Did they have any results with other healthcare agencies? I had no clue about it. I just knew that they were experts at marketing, and I wanted to have this extra firm to help the business to get more clients and more contracts with establishments, hospitals, hospices. And it didn't work at all. Okay. So basically, do your due diligence, do your research properly and ask for referrals, ask for references, go see the comments or the ratings on internet, just to make sure that when you hire someone, well, you are at the right place with the right people. Another thing that you could do to start treating your business like a business, not like an extra job, is to automate the most things possible. So for example, when you want to give appointments, or instead of going back and forth in messages, well, you could just have a link to your calendar. So you have one calendar tool, an online tool like Acuity, like Calendly, like Schedule Once, and you just send that link to the person who wants to take an appointment with you. So it's less time consuming. Your email, same thing, the email marketing, like have an email provider that helps you send one email to many. So you don't have to worry about, okay, did that person get the email? Did that person get the email? And then the other thing that you could actually strategize or automate is the questions that you're asking for the people who want to speak to you. So instead of just picking up the phone and asking these questions prior to confirming the interview or the phone call, while you could have it like directly connected to your calendar. And then when the person chooses their time, they have a few questions to answer. So basically when you get that via email, it's easier for you to know, well, where did that person find you, for example, what they want to know, what they want to learn, what are they looking for? Is it for a coaching? Is it for a speaking engagement? Is it for an interview whatsoever? So you know more about what the person is looking for, and then you come to the call prepared. Okay. Another thing that you have to think about if you want to treat your business like a CEO, not like another, as if you're another employee, is to think sustainability and long term. Okay. What I mean by that is there's a huge difference between, instant gratification and long-term success. Okay. So some people are great at doing a lot of money in a short period of time, but then when you ask them to repeat it, it's kind of hard, or you ask them to scale it, they don't know how, right? So I feel that at the beginning of your business, especially when you're getting started with your coaching business, well, your first, second, third clients in, they could go quite quickly. But then when you have that and when you get paid for it, then you start to have resources in your business, and then you can reinvest into finding the right strategy for you to eventually evolve and grow in your business. Okay. So there's a difference between, I just nailed 3 clients and I made, I don't know, let's say I'm just giving you a number like that. Let's say you made 20,000 with your 3 clients, and then those 3 clients are gone. And then what? Like, how come you still don't have a flow of clients going? So whatever you're doing with your business right now, it's important to regularly evaluate where you're at now, when you were at like maybe, I don't know, 3 months ago, and see how you evolved. Is it better? Is it worse? Did you have the same amount of leads, more amount of leads? Did it like diminish? What did you do as a strategy? Were you more on podcasts? Were you more on major publications? Like, were you more active on social media? Did you have a lot of conversations? Did you attend live events or virtual events and stuff like that? So all these information are important because it will allow you to evaluate the type of strategies that are working for you in your business, or the ones that you need to, throw out the garbage. Okay. Also, focus and simplify. I will never say that enough. There are a minimum amount of activities that are giving you the greatest amount of results. And if you can't imagine or evaluate these activities, well, maybe it's good to get some help of, an online business manager or one of your business besties to look at it with you. Or if you're in a mastermind group, or if you have a coach, well, talk to that person about it, because it's important to see for you if there are activities that you're working are not bringing anything to your business. Well, maybe they're not worth it to continue to do. Okay. Say no more often. Okay. I know this one is kind of hard, especially if you're in a business where, you want to help the most people possible. Well, sometimes you got to say no. And when I say no, I just mean that it's not that because you're mean or you don't want to help people, but I feel that sometimes you need to prioritize your time and make sure that you keep your boundaries. Because when you don't do that, people might take advantage of this and just like ask you more and more and more. And if you're stuck in that circle of always saying yes, then you will become overwhelmed because you would have taken like too many engagements, right? Okay, so make sure that what you're doing, and it's funny because, along the way, okay, in business, I realized that it's important for me to ask myself the question, okay, is this activity or is this request something that might bring me closer to my goals and faster to getting to my goals? Okay. Is this in alignment of who I serve, what I do, what my values are, and all that stuff? So if it is, of course I say yes, but if it's not, well, I just decline and say no. I can give you an example. So I've been asked, and I'm still asked to speak on virtual events or virtual summits. Okay. So when I receive that invitation, first of all, I check out like the person who organizes it. Second of all, I make sure to know like what's the audience. Third, I want to know also like what's the mission behind that event. Okay, what's the purpose of that person for organizing this event? And then also, well, I just want to see if what I feel like sharing with that audience would be a great fit. Okay. It happened like a few months ago. There's one summit I was in. The person organizing was actually asking for me to chat for 15 minutes on the phone prior to having the live interview. And it was right in the middle of COVID or something. So to me, like to take 15 minutes and just go speak on the phone to get to know someone or for that person to see if I can deliver, I have enough confidence in my skills, in my ability to teach, to share value and all that stuff, that this is the type of call that I don't want to have. So what I replied to that person, to the organizer, I was like, I'm very touched by the invitation and all that stuff. I feel that this is a topic that I would want to address to your audience, but you asked that we speak 15 minutes prior to the live interview, and this is not like something that I usually do. And then I asked her if she wanted to be to know more about my style, about my energy, to check out a few of my prior interviews on several podcasts or on my channel and just like get to know me and all that stuff. And then I said, well, if you're worried about me delivering value, you don't have to be worried because I have a ton of experience in that and this is not like, I'll be great. So I was like, don't worry about it. And she replied like very quickly and she really wanted me to be on the panel. So she said, you know what, no problem. Let's go straight to the interview and let's do this. And that's how it happened, right? And it's not as if like I was ashamed of asking her, to withdraw that first pre-interview type of thing. But it's just like a matter of, okay, for me, it's how I manage my time. And these are the boundaries that I put in order for not to have like, I don't know, 4 of these 15 minutes called during the week. And then it's just for chit chatting and just evaluating if I'm great enough to be on camera on the event. Okay. So yeah, that's an example, but there could be many examples. And think about like all those times in your business or in your life that you said yes and you regret it after. The thing is, if you regret it after, ask yourself the question, why did you say yes? Okay. Is it because like you're worried that the person is disappointed on the other side? I feel that if you really express what your reasons are, well, people are not dumb. Like they will understand. Okay. And then finally, the last one, that's the biggest one. Okay. How you need to treat your business like a CEO, but not like an employee, is to have the mindset shift. So it's not the same thing to be an employee and to be an entrepreneur on the business. I think like the biggest difference is that as an employee, you're paid per the hour, but as a business owner, like you're paid per project or per result or per, the package that you make for your clients and all that stuff. So when you're at work, you know that, there's this client that's asking you for this report at this time, or your boss is asking you to stay at least 40 hours a week at the office or, working virtually. So logging in to your account, to your work account for 40 hours, for example, and then they see the type of work you've been able to realize during that time and all that stuff. But for your business, I mean, it's important to have like those short, mid, and long-term goals and see like where you're heading. And for me in our business, well, me and my business partner, we always go like until like 90 days. And then for those 90 days, we have a big goal and then we reverse engineer and see what we have to do in order to get there. And then along the way, we always evaluate where this is heading. Like, are we in the right direction to hit that goal, or we need to tweak a few things in order to have more chances to hit that goal, right? So the thing about the mindset is that you will totally feel it, especially that if you are starting out your business at the same time you have a job that you didn't leave yet, you will feel that the mindset of the people at work is totally different than the mindset of the people that you meet in entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is filled with a lot of self-growth, and the vision that people have and the will that they have to change and evolve, day after day, month after month, year after year is not the same as someone who's stuck at a job that they don't like and they stay there for the longest time because they just complain about it, they're unhappy about it, but they still stay in the same situation. So if you are at a job that you don't necessarily like, but you are building your coaching business so you can exit that job eventually because you'll be a full-time coach, well, use that job as, a transition. So your mindset going to that work, instead of feeling that it's something that you dislike and bring in all the negatives, why don't you bring it like all the positives of still having that job, helping you financially to feed your business, for example, or to hire your coach, or to pay your bills while you're building your business, right? So see it this way, and then sometimes just shifting the way you see your job and the way you see what you're working on, your business, then it helps you go on day after day to that job. And then eventually when you quit it, you feel fully ready. Okay? So I know I said a lot about this, about how to treat your business like a business, not as an extra employee, but I'm really asking you to tell yourself, how are you treating your life? How are you treating your business? How are you treating your job? How's your mindset about it? Like, how do you see it? And I want you to share your comments on this below. I'm very curious to hear how you're living these days with your business and your job. And I will see you in the next video.